So, welcome to this remaining part of the carboxylic acid chapter, that is nomenclature. So, broadly speaking, there are two methods of naming monocarboxylic acid, and that is the first is common name system. In that, many of straight chain monocarboxylic acids are isolated from natural source and were assigned common or tribal names. Due to that, these terms were usually derived from the Latin word indicating the source of acid. So, according to source, these given the name to this particular carboxylic acid under the common name system. So, it may be noted that such names do not follow any rules except that they ends in a IC acid. So they do not follow another rule. So the acid containing 5 or fewer carbon atom are invariably referred to by their common names. The common names for certain higher members are also still in use for convenience. So, in this system, acid having a single branch of methyl group at the end of a normal hydrocarbon chain and they further removed from a COOH group may be named by adding the prefix iso to the common name of the acid with the same. So it becomes a valeric acid. So IC acid is same for all common name system, only the starting get changed. So suffix prefix is different and suffix is same. So in this case valeric acid, here is the specifically if you consider the valeric acid and isovaleric acid here. Then next is the higher branch chain acids can be named as substituted derivatives of a normal parent acid. So it is substituted as a normal parent acid. So the position of the substituent on the carbon atom are indicated by a Greek letter, that is alpha, beta, gamma, delta and eta. Here is we get idea about the specific alpha, beta and gamma here, alpha, beta and gamma and eta. So the first carbon after COOH designated as a next carbon, so on, and the carbon atom in the COOH group is not assigned a letter, so it becomes COOH and alpha, beta, gamma, delta, eta. For example, alpha methyl butyric acid, beta methyl valeric acid. Here is alpha beta dimethyl caproic acid. So as this we will get idea about, there is the branch chain carboxylic acid may also named as a derivative of acetic acid, and this derivative name are obtained by naming the alkyl group or groups attached to the carbon holding the carboxylic acid and adding the suffix acetic acid. So there is a next examples are commonly listed both of IUPAC name and common name. So we get differentiate in this table. So isopropyl acetic acid, ethyl methyl acetic acid, trimethyl acetic acid is an example. So commonly they are differentiated from IUPAC name and common name system as HCOOH, that is particular carboxylic acid group, methanoic acid, and its common name is the formic acid. So due to the source of this foramica means ant, from ant it will give idea about it is formic acid. Then acetium, it is a vinegar, it is the source. So according to source they are given a common name, only the change is IC acid here. Then next is the important IUPAC name system. According to this system, carboxylic acids are named as a alkanoic acid, that is alkane is replaced with a OIC acid. The systematic name of an individual acid is derived by the dropping the final E from the name of the corresponding alkane and adding the suffix OIC acid. The systemic name of the some carboxylic acid given in a table above. The IUPAC system is frequently used for the assigning name to a higher branch chain and the substituted carboxylic acid according to the rule given below. The longest first rule is that first step of the rule is that the longest carbon chain containing the carboxylic acid is selected and the carboxylic acid is named by replacing the E of corresponding alkane by OIC acid. And then second step is that the selected carbon chain is numbered 2 1 2 3 4 etc. to indicate the position of the side chain attached to it, and the carboxylic acid is always given the number 1. Here we will get example is that COOH, it is the acidic group, and alpha, beta, gamma, it is for the common name system, and 1 2 3 4 5 for the IUPAC name system. So this type of the particular changes takes place from for the IUPAC name system and from common name system. Then next is the next step is that it may be noted that the common system is the carbon holding COOH group, which is designated as a alpha, while in a IUPAC name system numbering start from the carbon of the COOH. Already we discuss this thing. The IUPAC name of the some substituted acid are given below, that is 2-methyl butanoic acid. According to that 1 2 3 4 numbering is there from the COOH group, and at a 2 position methyl group is there, so it becomes 2-methyl butanoic acid. Here is the 3-ethyl 4-methyl hexanoic acid. According to that we will get now about at a 3 position CH2 CH3 is there, at a 4 position methyl group is there. Then according to IUPAC system, carboxylic acid also be named as COOH substituted hydrocarbons. Here the parent carbon hydrocarbons leaving out consider COOH instead of COOK. It is printing it is the typing mistake. So which is regarded as a substituent. Then is assigned a name and the suffix carboxylic acid is added to it, and thus it becomes 2-methyl 1-carboxylic acid and cyclobutane carboxylic acid. So as like this name we can given. Then next is the important point from the introductory part of this carboxylic acid is that isomerism. So as like the other compound having the isomerism, here is also carboxylic have the isomerism. So like any other organic derivatives such as alcohol and alkyl halides, carboxylic acid shows both position and chain isomerism. So these are the some example in list below is that hexanoic acid, 2-methyl pentanoic acid, 2-ethyl butanoic acid, 4-methyl pentanoic acid, 3,3-dimethyl butanoic acid, and lastly 2,2-dimethyl butanoic acid. In that 1, 2, 3 are cases of the positional isomerism. Why? In so it is the positional isomerism 1, 2, 3, 4 is the positional isomerism. Here is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are these are the chain isomerism is the chain compound and having the same molecular formula but different structural formula due to the branching. Then next is the carboxylic acid exhibit functional isomerism also with a ester containing the same number of the carbon atom. For example, propionic acid is example propionic acid and methyl acetate. Here is the same molecular formula for the both of them, that is here is that, and that is CH3CH6O2 here is. but there is a different functional group are in that, so it becomes functional isomerism. Here is a butyric acid, methyl propionate and ethyl acetate as like this. Then next is important point remaining from this chapter is that methods of preparation. So carboxylic acid can be obtained by the following method. First is oxidation of the primary alcohol and aldehyde. In that, primary alcohol and aldehyde on oxidation with a sodium or potassium dichromate and sulfuric acid or potassium permanganate gives the corresponding acid. So in this case, primary alcohol aldehyde on continuous oxidation here we'll get the carboxylic acid. So in this case, there are the overall reaction with acidic dichromate may be represented, and for example, here is the ethyl alcohol and here is the potassium dichromate and concentrated sulfuric acid, it will give acetic acid. Another example is acetaldehyde, so it will give again acetic acid. Then next similarly example is the 2-methyl 1-pentanol. 2-methyl 1-pentanol. In this case, it will at same reaction condition at a room temperature, it will give 2-methyl pentanoic acid. Another example, heptanol, same reaction condition, it will give heptanoic acid. Then second reaction is that oxidation of the methyl ketone. It is also called as haloform. So why it is called, we'll get by this reaction, why it is called as a haloform reaction. So methyl ketone on oxidation with a halogen and hydroxide ion produces carboxylic acid containing particular less one carbon less atom than that of starting material of the ketone. It will use a haloform is byproduct. So byproduct is from haloform, that is, it contains halogen in it, that will give chloroform in this case, that is methyl ketone under the reaction with halogen, that is chlorine, and hydroxide, that is sodium hydroxide, and it will use sodium carboxylate ion and chloroform, and this sodium carboxylate ion further addition of the proton, it will give carboxylic acid compound. Here is the ethyl methyl ketone example, same reaction condition, that is addition of the halogen and hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, it will use sodium propionate, it converted into propionic acid after addition of the proton, and it will give chloroform as a byproduct. Then next is that hydrolysis of ester. So hydrolysis of ester with a mineral acid it yields the carboxylic acid. Here is ester hydrolysis with water under the concentrated sulfuric acid and HCl. It will use carboxylic acid and alcohol. When alkali is used, the free acid is obtained, resulting sodium carboxylate after the acidification. So here is the ethyl acetate, NaOH, it will give sodium acetate, ethyl alcohol, and this addition of the further mineral acid, it will give acetic acid. Then many esters occur in nature with serves as a source of the carboxylic acid. So oil and fats are triglycerides of a higher carboxylic acid. Here example acid which on a hydrolysis with alkali yields the glycerol and sodium potassium salt of palmitic acid and stearic acid is there. So this salt called as soap treatment with a mineral acid be converted into free power. So again further this again treatment with mineral acid, it will use carboxylic acid compound. Hydrolysis, next is for hydrolysis of nitrites, a very good method for the preparation of monocarboxylic acid. Here the alkyl nitrite on hydrolysis, it will give amide, and it again in the form of addition of water, it will use ammonium carboxylate, and this hydrolysis is catalyzed by the acid based and